Hey everyone, welcome to That's Good Denver. I'm your host Chris Romeo, and today I'll be breaking down the Broncos' disappointing 15-10 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, it was a disappointing loss. It dropped us to 7-7 and took a hit on our playoff chances. If we would have won, we would have been 8-6, and we would be at a playoff spot right now. Not saying our playoff hopes are done, but like that loss, we might have to win the rest of our games now. The Broncos, against the Raiders, Chargers, and Chiefs that we have coming up. So yeah, we might have to win all three of those games to possibly get in. um, but yeah, anyway, let's break down the game. Uh, Game was really low scoring first half, a defensive battle. Um, you know, Bengals struck first late in the first quarter with a field goal. They drove down the field, got a long field goal out of it. Bengals go up 3-0. Then later in the game, Teddy Bridgwater gets a couple good passes down the field and gets in the field goal range. And Brandon McManus hits his season long field goal from 54 yards out. Broncos tie the game at three apiece. Then towards the end of the first half, not much really happened offensively. Um, Towards the end of the first half, Broncos driving down the field, getting to field goal range. Then, with like about 15 seconds left in the first half, Brandon McManus comes on for a 51-yard field goal, and he shanks it wide left, and that leaves time 9 seconds for the Bengals. They he hits a Joe Burrow hits a pass to Jamar Chase down to our 40-yard line, and then their field goal kicker comes on with 3 seconds left and hits it from 57 yards to put the Bengals up 6-3 at halftime. Then not much happened at the beginning of the third quarter. Our offense couldn't do anything with Teddy Bridgewater. Um, Then the Bengals drive it down the field and they get into our first and goal, like our 8 yard line. Luckily, our red zone defense stops them to hold the Bengals to a field goal that makes it a 9-3 game. Then we get the ball back. Something scary happens. Uh, Teddy Bridgewater gets injured. What happened on the play is 2nd and 5. Scrambles right and runs for 5 yards. He gets the first down. Well, he dives for the first down, but his head folded that way when he uh, when he dove for the first down marker. It was a scary injury. He got carted off, went straight to the hospital. It did not look good. I'm surprised it wasn't a season-ending injury. Luckily, he's only going to be out for he's going to be out for this next Raiders game that we have coming up. Drew Lock's going to start for that game. But speaking of Drew Lock, back to the game recap. Um, Drew Lock comes in, gets down the field, good run by Melvin Gordon, a good pass to Tim Patrick. It's a first down at the 30-yard line. Then Drew Lock throws it to the end zone, jump ball for Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick comes down with it for a touchdown. Broncos tie the game 9 apiece. Tim Patrick gets a taunting penalty on something that wasn't that big of a deal, I don't think. Um, then McManus hits the extra point. We go up 10-9 for our first lead of the game. Um, then the Bengals on the next drive in 2 plays, get a 20-yard pass down the field, and Joe Burrow finds a wide open Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd's able to get past Justin Simmons for a touchdown to put the Bengals up 15-10. We were able to stop their 2-point conversion. Justin Simmons rebounded by knocking a ball away. Um, so then we get the ball back and down 15-10. We're driving it down the field. About 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. On second and goal, Locke does a read option play and it gets taken out of his hands by one of the Bengals defenders. This is a crazy play. He gets taken out of him, away from him. The Bengals defender tries to run it back for a touchdown. He gets it stripped at the own 30-yard line. Then the Broncos come back and recover, but unfortunately, his Drew Lock did touch him down by contact, so the Bengals got the ball back by their own 9-yard line. Um, So that fumble was, like the big play of the game that stuck. I did not agree with the play call. You shouldn't be doing a read option, with uh, Drew Lock, in that situation. He hasn't played all season. He wasn't even expecting to play today or in that game. That's on Pat Shurmur. Um, so yeah, then that run Bengals go 3-and-out. We get a couple first downs. We punt the ball away. A good run by Javonte Williams on one of those runs. Almost gets stopped at his own 1 yard line, but then gets it for a first down to the 15. That was a really good run. Bengals get a first down. They punt it back to us with about a minute left, and Drew Lock gets sacked at the 5 yard line. And then Drew Lock tries to throw a couple Hail Marys. They go incomplete, and Bengals were able to knee and run out the clock. So yeah, it was disappointing. Our offense couldn't do anything with Teddy Bridgewater. I mean, I feel bad for Teddy Bridgewater, getting injured like that. Drew Lock, Drew Lock couldn't do much better with our offense either. We were able to drive the ball down the field a couple times with Drew Lock, but then we turned it over in the red zone. Um, so now with the Broncos, they're 7-7. They're a game out of a playoff spot. This next game against the Raiders, it's a winnable game with Drew Lock in. But if we had Teddy Bridgewater in, and I think we would have a better chance, to be honest. Drew Lock just makes more mistakes. He might be able to get us down the field more, but in all honesty, the Broncos just need a quarterback. They need better coaching and play calling. We need to hopefully fire Pat Shurmur and, think about what we're going to do with Vic Fangio if he stays on the Broncos. That's it about that. Hopefully we can rebound this next game. And yeah, but at least, I'll be able to go to Denver in a couple weeks to watch the Chiefs Broncos game and watch the Nuggets game. I'll be looking forward to that. And I'm glad my face looks better today. I got my wisdom teeth out last week and feels a lot better today. It looks better. But yeah, tough loss for the Broncos. Hope we can bounce back and try to make a run at the playoffs. But and the Nuggets, they're 15-15 right now. I'll be doing more NBA recap videos. Maybe when the NFL season ends, I might do some NBA recap videos. The Nuggets, they're 15-15 right now. Jokic is carrying. He's playing really well. And they're number 7 seed, so they should be a playoff team even without Michael Porter Jr. for the rest of the year. And we still might get Jamal Murray back in February. Who knows? And I'm liking the way Aaron Gordon's playing too. Yeah. That's it, everybody. Tough loss for the Broncos. Let's bounce back next week, hopefully. I'm Chris Romeo, and that's good Denver.